While Kilpatrick and Wheeler clashed at Morrisville, Johnston was in Greensboro, urging Confederate President Jefferson Davis to discuss terms of peace. Davis and his cabinet had left Danville, Virginia, as Union forces were advancing, and relocated the government to Greensboro. Davis agreed that Johnston could seek an end to the fighting. On April 14, Johnston reached out to Sherman seeking an end to the war. That same day, a momentous event would threaten to rekindle the conflict and set North Carolina's capital ablaze. While watching a play at Ford's Theater in Washington, D.C., President Abraham Lincoln was assassinated by John Wilkes Booth, a Southern sympathizer. News of Lincoln's death reached Sherman on April 17, just as he prepared to meet with Johnston to discuss the terms of peace. During that first day of talks, Sherman informed Johnston about the assassination and told his own troops that evening after taking measures to protect the capital. After word of the death of their commander-in-chief reached the Union troops, the Federal camps around Raleigh were filled with sadness.
But soon it turned to discontent, and suddenly a large crowd of about 2,000 men decided that they would take their anger to downtown Raleigh. Major General John A. Logan of the 15th Corps had been assigned the task of the security of the city. Logan, along with 2 cannons and the necessary artillerymen, met the crowd at Rocky Branch Creek.
Logan confronted the mob and ordered them back to their camps. At first, the angry group of soldiers ignored the general and continued toward the capital, looking for their revenge. After Logan threatened to fire the 2 cannon loaded with deadly canister, cooler heads prevailed, and the troops returned to camp.
The state of North Carolina and Raleigh are forever indebted to the man who was willing to fire upon his own troops, Major General John A. Logan, USA.
At the end of the war, Logan led the Federal Army of Tennessee in the Grand Review held in Washington, and later served 3 consecutive terms as commander of the Grand Army of the Republic, an organization of Union Army veterans. He was influential in the creation of Decoration Day, later renamed Memorial Day. He served as a U.S. Representative and Senator from Illinois, and in 1868 was one of the impeachment managers of President Andrew Johnson.